from the Samburu community in Kenya. Naserian has been married to her husband Lekato for 15 years, and now together they have 5 children. In her community, women are often regarded as subservient to men, expected to adhere to strict gender roles, and endure hardships without voicing their grievances. Naserian's husband, Lekato, perpetuates this harmful cultural dynamic, exploiting his position to demand sex and multiple children from her. At night, Naserian is often very tired, but her husband forces her to have sex with him. Sometimes when he is in a very bad mood, he even beats her. Naserian is very sad and upset with the situation, but she does not know what to do. Naserian is particularly concerned about the future of her 3 daughters because she knows she wants better for them. Having undergone circumcision at 13 years, Naserian knows she doesn't want her daughters to experience the same pain, fear, and helplessness that she experienced. Naserian's lack of financial independence ties her to her husband and his demands for more children. As in her community, having many offspring is considered a sign of wealth and prestige. While giving birth to her last child, Naserian went through prolonged labor and extensive bleeding, leaving her very apprehensive about getting pregnant again. The weight of cultural expectations to be submissive weighs heavily on her, leaving her feeling trapped and silenced. Question: How would you cancel Ruth? Oh, how would you cancel Ruth using psychoanalytic theory of counseling? How would you cancel Ruth using behavioral theories of counseling? And how would you cancel her using person-centered theories of counseling?
So, psychoanalytic theory of counseling. How would you counsel her using psychoanalytic theory of counseling? Let us brainstorm.
I would, with her, explore her childhood experiences.
And so how do you explore that experience? Free association. So for you to cancel Naserian, you use free? Because in free association, she narrates the whole of this story. In free association, that is the theory. The theory asks you, before, during Sigmund Freud, it used to, you lie on a couch. And when you lie on a couch, the counselor anakuja nyuma pale ambao umelipa, so that they do not see you. So you narrate whatever you are narrating, either is recording ama ana, with the active listening, is listening to what you are saying. And then after, the first method is free associate. So Naserian was free associating by giving out the whole story. After giving out the whole story, what is the next step? Amezungumza mpaka amemaliza. What is the next step? So when Masanian talks about the whole of this story, and after she has finished, according to psychoanalytic, you do interpretation of what she has done so that she can understand why she's feeling why she's trapped and silenced. So you do interpretation too, so that because at the end of the day she said leaving me trapped and silent. So why is she trapped and silent? You do interpretation. So when you are doing interpretation from Nasarian, how do you pick those interpretations? That when you are young or during your growth, it is the culture that you grew in, the culture that makes women subservient to men, the culture that does blah 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 blah. It is what is making you feel the way you are feeling. So you tell her about the culture and how the culture has conditioned her, and that is why she is trapped and silenced. You have already interpreted, told her connecting. You said you look the pattern, yeah? Connecting her what? Her past life to what she's feeling at present. Yeah. So you do the interpreting all the culture, like the men are, according to the culture, women are supposed to be subservient, they are supposed to be seen but not heard, they are supposed to be submissive. See, okay, what? They are supposed to be subservient, they are supposed to be submissive, they are supposed to go through what women
FGM,
they are supposed to go
female
through FGM, genital
mutilation.
mutilation, and this is why she's feeling trapped and silent because she's trapped in that particular culture. So, and that is why it was tying you to 150 words. Because if you pick all those, you find that you will be pale 150 words. That way, because she has been conditioned by culture. Okay, there is another one which psychoanalytic uses. Huh? Dream analysis. Right? And look up for dream analysis. But did she dream? But there is also psychoanalytic dream analysis. They expected you to pre-association and interpretation. But for the sake of understanding, there is also dream analysis. If she says that when she sleeps, she finds herself dreaming and a couple of dreams. So what you do dream analysis. Another one?
Transparency.
Did she transparency? Did she transfer?
No.
She didn't, but transparency is what? Yeah, because when she was giving the story, she might say, even you, the counselor, men like you are the ones who are making, so she's transferred. She's seeing the husband, she's seeing the counselor as if he's the husband. So how do you don't go and tell her, but I'm not your husband. Yeah? You now you become like the husband, and then so that she may open more. Okay, that is how we are men. So how does it? How is it affecting you? So she'll go. Nini atazungumza sana. So you still go to interpretation and tell her your dream means A, B, C, D. So transparencies and counter transparencies is what the fifth one is counter transparency. That is when you do not really have a way. What do you mean by that? Eh? You now take the role of the husband and now start pretending as if you are the husband, and so that she can zungumza ile more. Counter transference. Resistance. Yeah. Resistance. You will from what she has shared. You look at what are the blocks. You will see some resistance. So you also pinpoint those resistance and tell her that you are experiencing resistance. You are not moving forward because you are conditioned. So you also look at resistance. That is basically how you cancel bacteria using psychoanalytic theory. Any question from there? Connect patterns and then do an interpretation. You interpret to her that you feel the trapped and silence because of A, B, C, D. So, for the sake of psychoanalytical approach, I wanted us to go up to 6. But if you look at this particular, the sharing, what she shared, it is only 3: association and interpretation. But when she has dreams, when she can the transference, you do all that.
So, Madam Christine, if I get to
Because your culture says this and this and this, and you are following the culture to the lead. Your man is also following culture because beating is allowed in the culture. You are submissive because the culture demands that you must be submissive. So you are telling the client now to understand the culture, you are interpreting to the person. And that is why you are conditioned by these cultural aspects. And that is why you are feeling silence and trapped. So you are actually trapped in your culture. That is psychoanalytic. So she will understand why she's trapped and silent. She will be getting insights into that it is culture that is making me feel the way I'm feeling. Because I'm conditioned by culture, I'm following that culture. Now, if she wants now to move away from that culture, psychoanalytic wanafika pa, they don't go beyond that. That is psychoanalysis. But if you go to psychodynamic, the other schools of psychoanalysis, that is psychodynamic, they go further than that. Sasa nani alipata hiyo? You combine the patterns and interpret to even the dream analysis you are actually interpreting. Transferences and counter-transferences, all of them you have to interpret to the resistance, you also interpret. So the main issue about psychoanalytic is interpretation of interpretation. You are interpreting what the client was sharing in the free association. Because you tell them not asiache chochote, even if it is something they think is stupid, waseme tu yako ni kusikiza. But we pointed out person-centered because the Rogerian, this one is the one which is used more. Okay. when they are sharing, you are exploring. And then what do? After identifying what you're saying, the behavior. So what do you do to the behavior?
Challenge. Challenge.
Kuna role play. So wengine watu wanaandika role play lakini wanaandika humo katikati. Role play. Modeling.
Positive reinforcement.
Positive reinforcement.
Desensitization.
Assertive desensitization if you find that they have a phobia, like in role play, assertive training,
Positive reinforcement.
positive reinforcement,
After role play, modeling.
Positive reinforcement.
ask here and then you see the behavior. Yours is to train them to unlearn that behavior and adopt a new behavior. So how do you do that? You use all these methods to make them unlearn the behavior that they have and adopt a new behavior. So in the Naserian, which one would you have used with them? Which one?
Role play.
Role play is one of them.
Positive reinforcement.
Positive reinforcement
Assertive
and
training.
assertive training. Those three were the ones which we should have used on Naserian. Even cognitive restructuring.
And even relaxation. Even relaxation.
A relaxation, if she was tense or she had anxiety, suddenly she's frightened, she's wondering how her daughters, about her daughter's future. So she's anxious. So you can use relaxation. Any question? There are no questions. Now let us go to person center. You are also exploring, yeah? Exploring, and then
Empathize, empathy.
empathy is a core condition. Active listening. So when you say empathizing, you are right, but because empathizing is a core condition, when you take back to the client what you are summarizing to the client, you are putting yourself in the shoes of the client as if you are in that problem, so that you can understand the client better and be able to help the client. So that is a core condition. So active listening. What is the other one? What about the
Conditional positive behavior.
that is a core, those are core conditions.
Summarizing.
Yeah. You want to remember. They are called.
I don't know the term to use.
They are called the core conditions. You give the client the core condition. What are the core conditions? Andika core condition and chini ya core condition wanazijua hizo wakaziimba kabisa. While you are doing, you are exploring, the client is talking and you are actively listening, you are summarizing and paraphrasing, reflection of feelings, ask open-ended questions. There is what we call immediacy. Immediacy. You can stop the client because there's something the client anasema which you want the client to explore more. So immediacy. So while you are doing all that, you have to give the client the core conditions. What are these core conditions?
Empathy. Alafu kuna ile unampatia time process.
Silence.
Silence.
Empathy.
Silence.
Silence.
Unconditional positive
Silence.
Unconditional positive. Well, ni nyingi hizi. The core conditions are so many. Genuineness, you are being genuine. Concreteness. Concrete. Active listening.
Reflection of emotions.
Kama zina-apply.
Kwa hivyo hizi zote zina-apply kwa active listening will make Nasaria know that you are there listening to her. And these four conditions also inform the client that you value them, you respect them, regardless of how they look or how they are. And so you reflect the feelings, and she reflected a lot of feelings that time. So you reflect the feelings, should have reflected the feelings of what she was feeling. When you reflect the feelings to her, she even share more why she's feeling. Silence her, trapped us, silent. Asking open, by reflecting the feelings, you are reflecting the feeling by asking open-ended questions, so that she can share more, leading her into doing what? Getting a solution to her problem. Repeat that. So center, it is your feelings that affect your behavior. There is the ABC model. The ABC model. A is active. B, behavior. C, consequences. What does this one mean? In the layman's language, here, what does this mean? I came here, at the door. Mwalimu, how will you, Jeremiah? What will be your reaction?
Okay. Like now I can't say no more. Really? I'll react. Are you serious? I'll react as normal. What the way? Ni nini kwani tutapelekana wapi? Sasa tutaanzana za normal. Lakini even me before having here, I'm not interested with them. After all, I know who I am. So it's still because I look at in which way how. Now what happened now? So it is here. But as a normal human being, angers have already come. Now you want to beat that person like the other day you beat the other person. So that's how we act quickly on what has happened without even considering anything.
And told them what I feel. That is an event. And now, how we react is what how we react is because what did he feel out of what I say? The feeling. Unaniambia ati mimi ni mjinga. Kwa nini unaniambia mimi ni mjinga? Wewe hata wewe ni mjinga mara 10. Wewe ndio kwa hivyo ondoka hapa. And then he keeps quiet. But another anasema ati mimi ni mjinga. Wewe anaanza kukunja mashati anataka. No. So, it's activating events. When somebody comes and calls you are a fool, your feelings, it raises emotions. And so you feel, kwa nini ameniita mjinga huyu? And then you react. Yes. What is the behavior? You either beat, dismiss, or just keep quiet. So if you want to beat the person, now that is a behavior. What is the consequence of that behavior? Depending on how you reacted, A, utaumiza mtu, utaenda polisi, utashikwa. B, you are cocked up it here, ukitembea tena niambia mjini. How? And it will remind you several times. Unaona? And so you unakuwa unakasirika sana. So if you look at him, if you look at me and niita mjinga, another one will come to confront me. Anataka kujua kwa nini nimemuita mjinga. We must square. So you find that there are consequences on how you took up. Yale mambo ulichukua kivipi. But if I call you mjinga, did you become a fool?
No.
So why are you reacting? That is what psychology says. Because even if I call you a fool, you are inside you, because you are doing, yesterday we looked at the external frame of reference, who you see. Because what others say about me, it matters to me more than what I think about myself. So akiniita mjinga, am I a fool? So if you dismiss and don't react, you are not going to, your behavior is nishauri. What are the consequences? No consequences. Because I've dismissed and I'm not a fool, so I'm okay. So it does not, the reaction which will bring consequences are good. So you find so many, you saw our case. She had carried a bag. Kwa nini wananiuliza? Why are they asking me this question? Wanataka kujua nini? That is the consequences. Na if usipomsaidia hapa, akirudi akiongeza ingine anaongeza baggage. Carrying baggage on top of the other baggage and become a very furious person. So when she's reacting to other people in other areas, she might be reacting on what she was told by those women, lakini akikuta mwanamke mwingine anamuuliza swali, her reaction would be so bad. Mpaka mtu anauliza kwani nimemfanya nini? So ushaona mtu nimemuuliza swali amejibu vibaya, kwani nimemuuliza vibaya? Because they are actually reacting to other incidents about what zinawasumbua mpaka leo. So any question?